Welcome to the Disicovery Chunnel. In last week's episode, we took a flyby through history. Today, we're going to take a run right through physics. Now, we began 200 years ago in our last episode. We will now take another 200 years back into the future.
Isaac Newton, born on Christmas 1643 in the Julian calendar, this is the Jesus of physics. He's on a quest to find the fruit of knowledge. He's searched under every rock. He's turned over every leaf, and he's looked behind every tree. And the product of this hunt? Newton's laws. On his return from an unsuccessful voyage, Newton is about to lose hope on his quest. He rests under the shade of an apple tree.
What am I going to do? I couldn't find the fruit of knowledge. Oh, how can I ever go back to my students like this? What have I done with my life? I'm still single. My students are so stupid. Oh my god.
Weary, he let his guard down, and disaster struck.
Ah, my leg! Ah, I'm dying. I'm dying.
This is the moment where the truth of the universe struck him. There were 3 laws of physics. Excited, he gracefully ran back to the school to spread this knowledge.
Welcome, class. Today, I understand you eagerly await my findings so I can spread with you the fruit of knowledge. And so it is time for a demonstration. I need a volunteer. James, hey, you! Give me that. No, give me that. No, you can't have my... No, this is mine, okay? So, with this, I will now proudly present to you a demonstration, right? Alright, so... An object that is at rest remains at rest, so this thing should not move. Now, watch this. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean
The paper moves because it's acted upon by the hand. It slides out from underneath the phone, but the phone barely moves with it. This is known as inertia. That's because no unbalanced force is acting on the phone, except for the weak friction from the paper, so it doesn't move. The paper slides out so quickly, the unbalanced force of friction only acts on the phone for a very short time, not enough time to overcome its inertia. When you move it slowly, as Newton did in the first trial, the friction has enough time to move the phone, which is why it falls over.
I've come through extensive research that the sum of forces equals the mass times the acceleration. Now, listen very closely, class, especially you, James. You better be paying attention, James. When I take a ball, I throw it with more force, it will travel further because the acceleration has gone up. And now, look very closely. James, I know you're paying attention. Slowly. Then. And then I do it quickly.
James, what do you think happened?
I think when you threw a ball further, it went further. Yeah. Exactly, James. That's exactly what I want to hear. You're a genius, James.
What he means is that force and acceleration are directly proportional, while mass and acceleration are inversely proportional. If you compare the acceleration of each of the tennis balls, the ball's acceleration differs because a different amount of force is used. The one with higher force is the one that accelerates faster. The same amount of force is used with the red ball and the slower tennis ball, but the acceleration is lower on the red ball because its mass is higher. What Newton means about the ball traveling further is further proof of a faster acceleration. While in the air, no forces are acting on each projectile except gravity and air resistance. Therefore, a larger initial velocity and larger distance traveled is an indication of a larger acceleration. What was the third and final law? Newton had to sit down, long and hard, to think about this. He thought back to that fateful moment. For every action, there was...
My leg!
there was an equal and opposite reaction.
Oh my god, Eureka! I am so smart! Oh my god, I'm so smart! Oh my god! Eureka! I've achieved the biggest brain imaginable!
Mr. Newton, what are you doing?
My Eureka is this, James. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
What does that even mean?
So this, my dear James, this is what it means. Just take the ball.
What Newton means is this. The action here is the moving ball causing the resting ball to move. Due to the first law of inertia, it requires a force to get one to start and the other to stop, respectively. When the collision happens, the ball at rest starts moving. The moving ball acts on the resting ball. However, there is a reaction. The resting ball acts on the moving ball. You can see that the moving ball slows down to a stop. This is an equal and opposite reaction. One starts and one stops. Mr. Newton left behind a great legacy and a great shadow. He lived to see himself become the villain when he invented our greatest enemy, calculus. His legacy in physics, however, would stick forevermore in the annals of history, right up there with Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching the Disicovery Chunnel.